What episode is this?
Who cares?
15.
I know. Who cares?
I don't want to
Say it for the pod.
Well,
Can we do this in one episode?
bro, serious. I didn't want to say this because we're going to talk for 17 hours. But like, I don't know if there's a lot that we can say about this episode. There's definitely a lot I can say about this episode. And
Listen, if you try to bury us, it's not going to be a good look for anyone. Okay.
what do you mean if I try to bury you?
Don't make me dig in because
No. What I mean is
I will go, and like no one needs that. Because I do feel very strongly about something. So tread lightly or shit's about to go down.
She's starting.
I don't know what you're referring to or talking about.
Say as much as you think you should. Because you think you won this or something. You think you won this?
No.
You didn't win anything.
No, literally not even close. I would say not as a man. I'm not sure I'm the one that needs to be like,
Okay.
meh.
Okay, I'm going to start the timer. We're going to get out of here soon.
Yeah,
Okay.
Somebody had expectations. I'm feeling like how this evening was going to go.
I don't have any expectations.
There were my expectations for how this evening was going to go. Right out the back of your shirt.
Now you're getting me hot.
I'm going to have to refer to Courtney's eggs and toast picture.
Oh man, Mike.
I still did.
I'm telling you.
Barry texted me and goes, "Did you have any of this round of bread? It's phenomenal." I'm like, "You don't even know if
He does. I told him. I said it's the best bread I've ever made. When you tasted it yesterday, did you taste how sourdoughy it was?
Yeah.
It's the most sourdoughy bread I've ever made.
All I've been dreaming about all day is that egg and having it on sourdough.
Do you guys have eggs here?
You know what? Now that you say it, they might be expired.
Get eggs.
Yeah.
And I will come early and cook
Eggs
you
for
guys
dinner.
fried eggs on toast.
I love that idea.
I can't do it till next week because
Did you turn this off or did it go off because it's dead?
Who knows, dude?
No, you would know. Did you turn it off right now?
Mike forgets the sentence as he's saying it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with he doesn't remember.
No, I didn't have a flesh-eating dis. Fuck, dude. So hot.
Just my back fat is showing. My back fat.
You look like the hunchback of Notre Dame.
Can barely tell.
No, those pants make you look so
I have a
skinny,
brain
so
eating
snatched.
amoeba. I think there's something eating my brain.
Okay.
It'd be hilarious, like that, how like a belly is.
I
Like
don't
if
think
someone
that
said
would
so
be
much back fat, then it's just like hanging out of their jeans.
Or what if you did
how I feel
like
lately.
your belly was like, yeah, no, nothing grows here. It all grows back here,
Yeah,
like
that's
like
gross.
it goes that way, and so you have like a reverse belly and a butt right on top, like bing bong.
Okay, ready?
No.
Okay. Welcome to Showmance, the #1 show on YouTube doing deep dives on shows with no depth or any joy or any moments of levity. We are covering The Valley, or better known as the most depressing show on television. And this is episode Who Gives a Shit?
Literally.
Tom Schwartz couldn't even fix this.
No.
Like-
You've killed. Look what you're doing to Chandler.
Yeah.
Like, they have sucked the joy out of my entire television screen.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
It's so bad. It's not. It's so bad that I was watching. Like Natalie, I was at work and I was like, oh, I was busy today, and I was just like, dude, it was like 3:30 or something. I'm like, I haven't watched the show yet, and she was like, don't do it. Just don't. If you haven't yet, just fake it. I'm like, maybe I will. And then I knew what she was talking about. I watched. She was like, yeah, it's super dark. And then I was like, you know, it'd be fun. Is if we just talked about other stuff. Like we have cats. We just ate some pizza that was supposed to be the best pizza in LA. Didn't know if we felt that way. We could talk about that.
Well, yeah, if anybody did see that LA Times article yesterday and get sucked into that, what's the place called?
Like
It's
LA
like
Cafe Pizza.
LA Pizza Cafe.
Oh,
like come on, do better.
Yeah,
Like
California Chicken Cafe. I already took that name.
yeah.
All right, let's just do it. We got to go in. You just got to rip it off.
One of our regulars said to me something about how the comment section has turned into a dumpster fire. And I just realized that it's because we have so many new people that haven't known me long enough to know that I'm a good person.
Yeah, she's great.
So like when I do say something off the cuff, like I haven't built the rapport with them yet for them to be like, oh, she's just having a day or whatever. They're like, F you, mother, and right off.
And the dumb chatty girl across from you, her too.
Yeah.
Which I don't care. I mean, I do care. I want everyone to like me desperately. But like when you grow up in a family where nobody really likes you, you're kind of Teflon for that.
I did realize I've always thought that I really wanted to be liked. I didn't just think that, I did. this show has proven to me that I want to say whatever I want more than I want to be liked. I would have never bet that. That's a new thing for
That's
me.
amazing.
So thank you.
Well, you're gonna
Thanks,
leave me
Janet.
in a matter of 3 months. This is a wrap on me. She's like, I don't give a that you like me. You're a dumbass.
No.
Okay.
Romantic love is different.
Oh, great.
Oh, I'm so happy. Okay. So Zach wakes up with his head wrap on, very concussed as to what happened. We flash back to the debauchery of last evening. And then we've got a lot of, what drives me up a wall, the mini scenes.
Yeah.
So I'm just going
I
to
don't have
Skip
anything till
through
boat
those.
party. So
Great. Thanks, Mike. Neither do you. I've decided for you also because we want to get through this.
What the was I'm not a shaving cream guy. I'm very fortunate. I can't grow beard. So I shave once every 2 weeks in the shower, no shaving cream, like a man. Actually, not like a man because I can't grow anything. But like that. I do not. What he was shaving cream in all kind of places.
Jesse. He had like a shaving cream bib on.
I think either was a joke. It had to be.
No, that's
like
not a
they had
joke.
to cut out the part where he turned around and went, "Oh, I'm an abominable snowman" or something like that.
I think he likes to be hairless.
yeah, he's
I
very
don't know if you
manscaped.
got a
Yeah.
shaving cream your whole.
Yeah, because I
joint
think
for
he's
that.
shaving his
But
chest.
you did, okay.
I think Jesse. How about this? I'll
mean,
knock
listen,
on his door tomorrow and
I
ask
ride
him.
bikes, and there's those dudes head to toe shave, and I don't know any of them that shaving cream it up.
I feel like I've heard Jesse say also a couple times that like he's got some big reveal at the reunion, and like Jesse, I mean his word doesn't mean a ton to me, but like I
His
can't
big
stop
reveal
thinking
is
about
he
that.
learned how to shave.
So
Finally.
if you do see him, ask him what's the reveal.
Yeah, and what's your
Oh, that's
shaving
right.
technique?
Ask him about
That's
the
what I-
shaving
that's what I
cream.
wanna know.
Ask him what shaving cream he's using, because like we should invest in that. You know what I'm saying?
He's using so much of it.
Yeah.
Okay. After this, Jasmine and Melissa are hungover in bed. Then back to Zach. His head is really killing him and his face is swollen. I'm not laughing at you, Zach. I'm laughing with you. A few weekends ago, I really ate shit at my friend's house, and you just have to laugh if no one's, really badly hurt, which Zach clearly seemed okay.
The fact that he has a head still.
Is
Is a miracle.
I'm not joking, you man. I've listened to a bunch of different people talk about this. Like, it was really lucky that he was in the position that he was in, and that
Yes.
he looked the way that he did, or
could
was
you
looking
imagine
down.
if he was facing forward?
Yeah, and listen, maybe if he was facing forward, you could argue that he would have seen it. But like, I
Oh,
mean,
no.
It'd be a
it
great
could have
argument.
just-
They're pretty wasted.
it
Wow,
could have
was
been
legit.
way
It could have been way
worse.
worse. It could
Yeah.
have been way worse.
we could have never seen it because we would have never seen Zach again, and so Bravo wouldn't have played the
That's
episode.
right.
It would have we would have gotten a little friendly, like the Valley will not be airing tonight or for the foreseeable future.
Or ever again.
Yeah, just that we might
For
air
all
the
tall people
funeral,
out
and
there,
that's it.
please duck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did like when he whacked his head on the boat later, and he's like, "God, I hate being tall."
I
Like,
literally, my
that's
note is being
real
tall is
funny.
dangerous,
Yeah,
y'all.
totally.
Yeah.
I lived in an apartment building that was built in 1923 and it was really cute, but everyone was more yiddle when
Yeah.
in the olden times. And if I just cleared those door frames, and if I had a high heel on, I can't tell you, my life would flash before my eyes every move
Yeah.
I made. And one night I really cracked my head
Yeah.
on the door frame. It's not, there's struggles.
Yeah.
Mike. Okay, we're in Jesse and Lacey's room. Then we're over to Brittany and Janet. They couldn't get Brittany in her compression garments last night. Now she's so sore, y'all.
Did you see that she was wearing the compression garments with a backless dress, and it was like short and dropped all the way down?
No.
Like, but you can't wear that when you have that. It's like, just wear something normal.
She doesn't get it. She
You
doesn't
don't
get
get it. And it's dumb.
It's tough. Luke and Kristen hang out with Kaya. It's Danny's birthday. Then we're back in Lacey and Jesse's bathroom with all of the shaving cream everywhere. And then Nia and Danny are in their room talking about the boat ride. Danny does not want Janet to go. We, at this point, don't know if she's coming. And he's excited for birthday sex.
I was a little shocked that he didn't want Janet to go.
Yeah, surprising.
I
I
didn't
know.
understand that part, but
After that, Lala, Janet, and Michelle, they all chat in bed. They're exhausted. Janet says she feels like she's not going to go on the boat ride, which is a very wise move. Everyone needed a break from all of these people being together.
They need a permanent break.
A permanent break, because when everyone was on the boat, even though there was drums and all this stuff, it became a show that I was interested in watching again.
They're all friends,
Yes.
or can all be together and
Yes.
it's nothing. Like
Wait, on this boat ride, sans Janet,
Yeah.
you mean?
Yes,
Yeah,
when
yeah.
we get onto that boat ride, I suddenly Tom was seasick, but I was suddenly not nauseous because the
Yeah.
entire season has made me want to barf.
Yeah, no, like, we'll get there.
Yeah,
But yeah, totally agree. And then there was another moment where I was like, oh my God, a moment of real life. I'm a fly on the
Yeah.
wall. This seems cool and cute and fun. And like, oh, there's Danny. Womp womp. It ruined it.
and then Lala also says, you know, hey, if you're not going, if you're a bird, I'm a bird. I'm going to stay back with you and we'll hang. Which
Good.
was good.
yeah.
Okay, now everyone gets on the bus for the Miami Vice themed birthday party, and Zach with the head wrap and the
Yeah.
glasses on had me. It was maybe the only part of laughter besides Zach hitting his head again that I got. Zach is the comedic relief. Him and Lacey Zach and Lacey take America.
I'm not joking.
Lacey
If
is
Chloe and Kim can
hilarious.
take Miami,
I don't
then
even
Zach
think
and
they
Lacey can
did at
take
the
the
end.
world. What?
I don't even think they did in the end.
they just went there,
It's
looked
still-
around, and goes,
it's still there.
"So it's Miami."
Yeah, like they didn't take anything.
They did it. And I'm telling you, Zach and Lacey, put them on a bus, trick it out. I will watch that shit every day and twice on Sunday.
Yeah, give them like a
need-
simple life kind of show.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are so deeply missing joy
Yeah.
in this show. And bravo, like it ain't good. It's what happened on Vanderpump. When it gets too dark, it's what happened on Shaws of Sunset. The darkness ends the show.
It's not simple life. It's a f***ing Queer Eye and what was the one where the drag queens were going to town and like
We're here.
We're here.
I love
it's a
that
We're Here
Oh my
Queer Eye
God.
mix up. It's like a makeover show. They go find kids or like not kids, but like maybe kids like
People from all walks.
yeah, all kind of people that are just like need a little, not necessarily a physical makeover, but like a emotional or like it's a little, not to bring up Diddy, but it's like a little, maybe I shouldn't even bring up Making the Band. God, Diddy, you ruined so much shit.
I know.
But like, it's just that like, what was the MTV?
Making the Band?
No, it was MTV, like I want to be a.
Real life.
No. MTV had a show where if you're like, I wanted to be a rap star, I want to be a producer, I want to be a this, they would be like, cool, we're going to throw you through a whole little 30-minute episode, and in 2 weeks, you'll be a rap star. Or
That's
a
all it
producer.
takes.
Yeah, totally. It's easy.
2 weeks, she'll be a
Anyways.
famous singer.
That
Yeah.
I think those two would
Prime
be
for Diddy.
great on a show like that, and even throw Benji in there because I feel like Benji could have the like business financial smarts.
Benji,
maybe.
Lacey, and Zach.
Wait, what's
I'll
Benji's
take-
a
I would be fine.
doctor?
I actually would be okay with Jessie like popping in to do something ridiculous, bring her an iced coffee, maybe be head of wardrobe.
Every star needs an assistant.
Also, I do think out of the four of them, he's the best dressed.
Yeah, he is.
So like maybe he's in charge of
Yeah.
the Star Wash glow up.
yeah, Isabella can't get health insurance, but Daddy's got his loafies.
Yeah, that priorities.
Daddy's now a stylist to the stars.
Yeah, like that. We just give us something. It's dark enough out there. We just need some light,
Yeah.
some levity, some lightness to this.
I always thought that Jax was the darkness. That's what's crazy. We got Schwartz to combat Jax. We started the campaign before we knew that the campaign maybe wasn't necessary, but Schwartz is necessary, and that's why you have to acknowledge his helpfulness because we need every single piece of light we can get. There can't be like a too judgy on like I don't know about this.
Yeah,
Lightness.
no.
Take it.
Well,
It's like saying you don't like either candidate. Well, this is our choice. You got to vote for one of them, and we
Yeah.
need your vote for Schwartz.
don't think it's like that, but I think that I
do.
think that what needs to happen is one of those like Navy SEAL helicopters where the guys like zzz, scoop out and then grab you and fly you off into the night. That needs to happen with Schwartz. Like they need to go in, scoop this motherfucker out of these crazies, and be like, "Sorry, bro, we put you on the wrong show. You're going to be on the Lacey Zach show, or
Oh, I'm fine
we're
with
going to
that.
put you on Happy Time with Tom Schwartz." Like poor Schwartz is getting broken. Like he's too
Oh,
good for this
you're
show.
breaking to
He's
Schwartz.
too sweet. Like my whole
that's
thing these last
right.
few weeks where I'm like, bro, he's getting on my nerves, and I love him. Still co-founding member, party of Schwartz. But I was like, dude, I need something else. I just need something else other than
Yeah.
goofy guy. Like you're not the new guy. You've been around for 10 years. You're Tom Schwartz. Like,
Tom Schwartz.
yeah, bro,
Yeah.
get it together. So, and then this episode, I was like, had the same ones, but felt bad. I was like, okay, no, we just need to extract Tom Schwartz from the group and chuck him somewhere else and leave
Tom
these
deserves
others.
better.
What the boys on the island that all end up eating each other or something?
Lord of the
Rings.
Flies.
Let them Lord of
Lord
the Flies the shit out of each other.
That's the
and be
second
done
week
with
in a
it.
row you've mentioned Lord of the Flies.
Really?
Yeah.
Listen, helicopter. You can also take Janet and just dump her in the Atlantic somewhere.
By the way, two
Poor
truths.
Janet.
We could do both, Natalie.
Yeah, that's true.
Listen,
okay,
I will say, defense disclaimer, when Janet was like, the last time I was on a boat with these people, they tried to kill me. Like, your fault, but totally true. And
Yeah.
I did have a little chuckle where I was like, oh, that's a good point. You should stay home.
The joke would have been funnier if she realized it was her fault.
We're like, if she
Okay. If we didn't get banned for the pornography comment in the beginning, we're definitely getting banned for that. Okay. Zach's look was lols. They're getting on the bus for the Miami Vice themed birthday boat ride. Everyone has botched this theme.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a great theme, except for Jesse. Jesse slayed.
I don't know if he did.
Really?
What? I didn't know. What's the mustache?
Oh, they were on the boat. Like what they had party favored things when they got there.
So,
So I
like-
think he was just being a good sport and put it on.
Okay, maybe because Benji also had one. Because like they seemed to get the outfits the most correct, but
Yes.
then they had these mustaches.
I feel like that's from Grand Theft Auto, the one that's like in Miami. It's like,
No,
isn't
that's
there?
San Andreas, which is supposed to be like San Bernardino or something.
Well, one, mustaches were very big in the 80s. And two, when you got on the bus, don't you remember they panned over to the table with all the colorful hats, the mustaches lined
Yeah.
up, the shot glasses?
And I don't.
Okay, well, they did. That's where it came from. So then Nia checks in with Danny about where Adelaide is going to be hanging out for the boat ride. It's Danny's birthday. We also learn it's Danny and Nia's 10th anniversary. Tom is a combination of hungover and seasick, which is a real bad combo.
Yeah, no, you don't want that. But also, is that weird
What?
that they got married on Danny's birthday? Is that a weird thing? It seemed weird to me. It seemed a
Yeah.
little Old Testament-y. Kidding, but like it seemed weird. Like
No,
what
no,
is-
I
what?
don't know
You
a
got
lot of. I
married
don't know
on
anyone
your
that
husband's birthday
has
because
a
he was
wedding.
he was like, and it's
What are you-
also our
Mike,
anniversary.
What are you talking about? We were planning on getting married like literally the day after my birthday
So
until
call
we
me-
decided it was like, oh wow, that 8 months
Yeah, that
flew
happened
by
fast.
and we have planned nothing. So
Yeah.
guess we're not doing
We're
that.
still
in
not at
July.
5,000 subs, and that was our goal. Get to 5,000 subs and get
Thanks
married.
a lot,
Yeah.
everyone.
No,
they'll get married
but-
live on the show.
Yeah, well,
I
too
had to
late
cancel
now.
the wedding because we didn't hit 5.
Call me sexist if you will. It was a day after your birthday, and I think on the wife's birthday, different than the dude's birthday, maybe. And maybe it's I just am side-eyeing Danny, so I'm like, that's sexist as hell, bro.
I don't know. I bet you they have some reason for it. Like maybe a Mima or a Peepaw was dying and they wanted to make sure they could come.
If
And
my
Wish I would've
grandparents
heard
are
that.
coming out for this, it's a double wham. That's all I was thinking about because you know that I never like to do anything for my birthday. So I thought this can be everyone can just get it all out of their system in one weekend. Like you could say you celebrated me in every possible way,
Yeah.
and then like go home to your lives.
we did it. It's done.
Yeah.
Listen, the bonus, fellas, the 6 of us, the bonus is you're not forgetting that date. You know, and when's your wedding anniversary? Oh, the birthday, the day. That for like when you suggest, I was like, I love this idea.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna forget probably.
One
Probably
time my
be-
dad forgot my parents' anniversary. They've been married for over 50 years. My mom is like, I am so pissed at this guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't get a one pass after 50 years?
She never forgot. He also has forgotten her birthday. He's not good with dates. He'll like call me up. He's like, kid, when's your birthday? I'm like, literally 12 days before yours. There's 4 people in our family. Get it together, Bob.
I'll remember maybe that day at some point. I won't say happy birthday because I don't need people getting in the like they're expecting me to now say it because I don't remember it 90% of the time. So if that one time I do, I'm not shooting something out and being like, hey, guess who remembered? I'm going, no, let's leave the pattern how the pattern is patterning.
Yeah, leave the mystery.
Okay, after this, Jesse comes out with his 40, which I did think was kind of lols.
Yeah, super
It's-
lows.
oh, yeah.
Also, I didn't know they had Pacifico 40s.
They do.
Yeah, that's
They
fantastic.
have every kind of 40 if
They're
you go
so
to the
great.
right place.
I love
yeah.
God, that makes me want a beer.
That's why I love going to Neptune's Net is just
want
the
a
beer
beer?
fridge.
I'm okay for right now. Thanks. Oh, the beer fridge, the pitchers of beer. I love beer, guys. I love beer so much.
When are we going?
Anytime.
Anytime.
Literally anytime.
Wait, is it still there?
Is it still open?
going?
Yes.
Is
Yeah.
it still there?
Yeah, I think
Of
it
course,
is. I
yeah.
think. Well, I think he was saying with the fires.
Oh, yeah. No, it's still there. And they actually were trying to stay open the whole time. And then they would be like, all right, we're just going to give you the heads up. You're not even going to be able to get here. So
Yeah.
don't even attempt it today. But we'll be back tomorrow. You know, they
Yeah.
were really sweet.
Didn't they feed firefighters or some shit? Probably.
Probably.
Oh, I'm sure. Then we've got our first like real moment, which is Zach and Jasmine talking about the drinking comments. And basically, Zach asked Jasmine what happened regarding that Janet text to Brittany situation. They are both annoyed about it because they don't like getting thrown into this is a little murky for me.
Yeah.
They don't like being thrown into the mix of all the Danny stuff. I get that. I totally get
Yeah.
that. I just need them to be I feel like Jasmine at the end of the episode, which we will get to, I feel like I got an itch scratched there. But while I was watching this, I just think they need to be very clear when they're landing their point with this, because the Danny stuff is such a toxic, just bomb waiting to go off,
Yeah.
that if you can't get in there and be stealth and land your point, good luck to you.
Yeah.
After this, we are traveling back to the hotel where Lala and Janet are hanging by the pool. I gotta say, I like a risk taker with fashion. It might not be something that I would choose, but I like, go for it. Let's see, let your freak flag fly. Lala's bikinis this season were so odd to me.
Matronly?
Yes. What is
So-
up with the last one with the floral and it's like full ass coverage?
Yeah.
So that's the thing. Listen, Mr. Fashionista here. There's like a thing that the kids are going away from like the thong bikinis and going for more full
Are
one
they?
pieces.
Not this kid.
Like maybe not the kids, but like people who frequent bikini or frequent beaches. There's a trend of going to these bigger, more fabric one pieces and two
Never.
pieces with more fabric like that.
I don't mind more fabric. I kind of like a 1950s looking, like a cute one that's made for modern day or whatever. I
Yes.
like those. But I literally had just like, and even I was listening to Giggly Squad just a couple days ago, and they were both like, I think Hannah said something like, so she was wearing a bikini and it was a thong. Apparently that's the only way they make them now. Like, because on Summer House, all we see is thong. Like, and that show just ended. So I don't know where you're hearing about this trend of.
The internet.
They're just weird choices. These
No,
are
definitely.
the
Grammy
bikinis are.
It took me, I don't know how long. I'm not even sure like most of what they said. I think I had to rewind. I'm like, I was like, is she wearing two the idea of this being all bikini, which just designed to look like double bikinis, didn't even cross my mind. So I was like, is she trying to do like I'm in a double bikini thing?
Oh,
like,
that's right. I
do you know
forgot
what I mean?
that there was like, it was like a two-top
th-
thing.
Yeah,
this
the
conversation was a
Lavender
double
and
bikini.
light yellow.
Yeah, odd.
Was it? I thought it was like brown. Even.
No, it was purple and yellow.
Okay.
But like a light purple.
But yeah, I was like, why is she doing? She's doing two bikinis.
It
That's
was
a full
awful.
choice. And then then they got to talking and talking. I probably rewound because there's another thing I noticed later. But like, it took me a minute to realize, oh, that's one bikini.
Yeah.
Made to look like two bikinis.
Yeah. No buenos, guys.
Okay.
Let's not do that.
Okay.
So a lot happened, or a lot was unpacked in this scene. Okay. Janet opens up about something that had happened to her in school. She said it was not a consensual experience and she went through a lot of pain because of it. All of the blame was shouldered by Janet, and she was the bad person in this equation. And the counterpart to this, or counterpoint, was this guy who just kind of got away with it all scot-free. She said her mom was an amazing support system, got her a very good therapist that she couldn't even afford to go be seeing. And then she said, she only has told her husband about this right around the time they got married. So obviously they haven't been married for that long. So she clearly never told him when they were dating. And then not going to comment on anything until the end. And then she said, about it was only a year ago when she was in therapy that her therapist mentioned, oh, this was what happened to you was SA. I guess she didn't, unless I'm understanding it incorrectly, I guess she didn't know that or wasn't labeling it that. Maybe because she had a lot of shame around it. I don't know. I don't want to put words in her mouth. She had to explain to Jason this is where her anger for men comes from, and she cannot apologize to Danny. She wants to talk to Jasmine about this, but doesn't want to make it about her. And she looks back now and realizes that she brought her own experience into this situation. And then the scene ends with Lala just saying, you may have not gone about this in the right way, but your heart was in the right place. This is a very tricky thing to cover. And I think a lot of times when you're having conversations, not just in here, but with very like hot topics that people can have experience with and a lot of trauma is wrapped around or big feelings around, I think nuance can get lost. I think that you might say one thing, but then follow it up with like, oh my God, your outfit is so beautiful. The shoes, maybe we could find a different pair, but really like, this is a great outfit. And someone might walk away. And this is not me, like as a friend, like like I'm giving you asked me how the outfit is, right? But someone could just hear, if you've got a thing about shoes, like you hated the outfit, you insulted me, now I feel like shit about myself. I just feel if someone's got a sensitivity to something, we can really lose nuance.
Yeah.
And so I want to be very careful as to how I personally, and I'm sure I could speak for all of us, I just don't want to put words in anyone's mouth, like how we talk about this, because I know everyone's heart in this room. Maybe people out there don't know our hearts, but they're good ones. And I have a lot of feelings about all of this.
I know that no matter what I say, half of the audience is going to be like, oh, how dare you? Or, oh, you woke bitch. It's like one or the other. You're either too woke or you're living in the 1950s and you're the problem with America and whatever. And I don't know. I have things. I'm so sorry that happened. That should have never happened. The person that did that to you should have paid. I'm so sorry that you have to carry that. And you might have to till the end of time. Like, I don't know if you ever make peace with that. That's scary shit and it's horrible. You're still a ruthless asshole. Like, that's how I feel about it. Because one has nothing to do with the other. And you can tell me, oh, but you don't know. I'm triggered. You're triggered. We're all triggered about something. No one's triggerings mean more than the next person's triggering. That's the thing about being triggered, right? Is that like, you don't know where it comes from. And when someone says that they are, you're not supposed to question it. So I can also be triggered by you comparing this horrible thing that happened to you that, again, I am so sorry, that should have never happened, to a guy making a stupid decision with his friend that he thought he had the rapport with to do something like that. You didn't. Danny, you are the most unself-aware person I've literally ever come across. I don't know how a 43-year-old man gets this far in life and has no connection to reality. Like, I love someone who like wears confidence, what everyone says, like I'm into that. You're taking it to a level that's just gross. And it's, you've shown us that throughout this entire episode. The last scene is the pinnacle, ultimate, like I think you are off of this planet.
I hope that he hears how he sounds and we get some resolution with this at some point, because it's awful.
I'd be stunned if he did. He's a 43-year-old man. I can tell you, and this is going to suck because this is my lifelong work, and it will be forever. I will die in this business. I love it. It's all I've ever wanted to do since I was a little tiny kid. You know how you get to be a man who is out of touch with reality? You're an actor or a heavy part of the business that is not reality. We're make-believe. We make stories. That's what we do here.
Yeah.
His whole desire from childhood till 43 is to be a part of that make-believe, not real, everything's amazing. And he chose to be an actor. There's only actors, directors, only a few that get to be, if you make it, that get to be pampered and treated like gods and royalty and all the things.
Yeah.
He chose one of those spots, and he got enough of a success to where somebody was bringing him stuff and getting him a trailer and pampering him and telling him like, dude, you're so great. Dude, your muscles are looking great.
Yeah.
Because you got to. That's how you make it in. We all do that before we come on here, pump each other up. But like,
We did a whole 20 minutes on Mike's shirt.
We did. We even taped
That really is a great shirt, guys. Let's talk about that again.
All right. You're going to be like, well, I think it worked. Mike's so happy today. I'm not. I'm just trying to make funny stuff because this show sucks. But that's how you become that dude.
I guess so, yeah.
You grow up in Hollywood and
'cause
you've
there's
never
a
had a real
staff of
moment
people
in
there
your life.
to just make you feel great, because if the product feels good, the product will deliver more product that's good, and it's the best.
I have a
route.
question though about that. I totally agree with you. I'm also wondering, and don't come for me, this is a question.
You know
I think
what's gonna I can hear you typing away right now.
I think sometimes in certain religious homes, the man is the head of the household, and you are the last word, and you're the top of the food chain, yada yada.
Yeah.
Do we think that is Jesse and Nia's religious household, and do we think that
Danny and Nia's?
Danny and Nia? Do we think that's their religious household,
100%.
and do we think that plays a factor in this as well?
That's a great question. And yeah, probably.
You think so? Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably, and just to go down that road and just to help Courtney out, you can come for both of us.
No, I am genuinely asking.
I agree. And listen, we're not shitting on that dynamic. Again, we've talked about it before. Nothing wrong with the church dynamic. Churches or all of it. It's fucking great.
Do what you want.
And if that's the life that you want to live and two people are agreeing to that life, trad it up, bro. I'll like some breakfast every morning. I'm kidding.
I brought you bread, man.
You did,
I am your trad wife, Mike.
I have two trad wives. Well, I have one and a little sassy one, but it's all right. The best
I'm
of both
the
worlds.
opposite of trad.
Yeah.
I want it. Well, no, I don't.
Wait, hold on. What's
No.
We're
I
recording.
don't. I am like,
think you
listen,
said
like this
want.
conversation does irritate me because I hate people that ruin it for everyone else. It's the reason that like
So that's
people
a little, yeah.
like there's people
You're
in the
not
comments being
doing
like,
it
this
right.
guy is like a this, and it's like, I want a husband of faith. I would love that. They don't really make them anymore around here because like they don't have a good reputation, and it's because of people like Danny. So it's a bummer. Like you ruin all the good shit that comes with leading a life of faith and following something that's bigger than you, and believing something and understanding why certain things just make for a better life, and just the respect. Like there's something I think that's so cool. Like men get, or should, from preachings, get a lot of their own self-worth from treating their wife like a goddess. Like that's never talked about. People just assume that it's about the little lady does what the little darling is told to do, and then the man, brings home the bacon and calls the shots and whatever. And that's so not even 1% of it, and it just is like, and I'm not going to go out and try to convince anyone otherwise, but just personally speaking for me, people like Danny just they make it impossible to want to pursue that.
Yeah.
And it's just shitty.
You
You're
give
fucking
love
ruining
a
it.
bad name, Danny.
Yeah.
My youth
You give
pastor,
God's love a bad name.
Yeah, totally. No, like
Churchy
that.
remix.
Yeah. They're not doing it right. Like
Yeah.
it's, it's when it's done right, super dupes. When it's not, you get Danny.
That's always the rub with any religion, right? Like when you do it right, that's
I guess that's the rub with anything.
Yeah, or yes.
To be fair, my youth pastor, he always used to, I think, credit it to Mark Twain. And Dave, I think you're fibbing on that one. Boot. He always used to say, he would say this line that I would have been that again. I think I could be wrong. That he used to say, a quote that Mark Twain would say, "I would have been a Christian if not for the Christians I'd met."
Yeah.
And that thing stuck in my head all the time. And he used it as like, don't be that Christian.
Yeah.
Like don't be a dick.
No, what did your youth pastor said something so perfect of like, how do you when you asked him like, how do you talk to people about God? Like, how do you even start that conversation? And you were like, you don't.
You don't. You
Yeah.
just live. They'll ask.
They'll ask.
Yeah.
You're living so well. Why?
I will say that's how I have taught so many people how to meditate.
Yeah.
Because they'll just be like, you're a little different. There's not like, what do you have going on? Why do you have what X, Y, and like, as nuts as I am, there is like a peace and calm when you come in my house, and like you can feel that energy. And I will say to people all the time, I'm like, do you meditate? Do you meditate? And I think because I'm not shoving it down someone's throat, but they're asking me,
Yeah.
it's what your pastor was saying. Like you don't, you just live your life. And if someone has questions, you can answer.
You say trim spa, baby.
That's right. Trim spa, baby. I don't like it.
My youth pastor, just for clarification, and I only make that clarification to highlight our conversation here.
Oh, God.
Our main pastor might have dipped out with 20 grand worth of the church's money. The church secretary took his 3 kids and bounced to Arizona, which I guess is technically kidnapping.
Yeah,
So
not the
he
youth
had the-
pastor, not the good one.
No, not the
but
youth-
there's
no.
always another one
No,
that's
there was-
that's cross-canceling out the
Oh
good,
my God,
and it's
he was
a real shit show.
He was real not
Yeah.
good news, but he had to come back. They brought him back because, like in the Bible, it's like, oh, if you do this thing, you have to come make amends in front of the whole congregation, and they made him do it.
Oh.
It was Crosby and I went. We were dipping out of church at that point, so we went for the party. But
No, but this is like breaking news. So this is like,
so good.
you're
It
like,
was
I'm so here for
sick.
this.
Yeah, I am not missing this mass or whatever.
It's like a reunion.
Yeah.
You know, the reunion
Yeah.
special.
And 2 of his he had 3 boys, PKs, preacher kids, and 2 of them were Crosby and I. Like, so we were friends with 2 of them. One of them was younger. So, dude, when they came back, dude, it was the wildest thing that had ever
Yeah.
happened in our lives at that point. We were 15, 16 years old, something like that.
So one, and again, this I'm just asking, as Mike would say, I'm just asking questions. I'm interested. She said, I didn't know it was SA until this therapist told me this last year. But I know she also said that she, and this is, I am not questioning what happened to her at all. I believe this happened to her. I believe it was awful. I wish it never happened. I'm just confused as to like, and maybe someone in the comments can tell me, is it possible that her original therapist was telling her that this happened, but maybe she didn't want to believe it? Because if she believes it, then it actually happened to her? Because it just seemed like, I'm just trying to figure out how we got there, because it seemed like it was new information that the therapist told her a year ago that you were SA'd, but she was in therapy for the SA. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that, am I explaining it
Listen,
clearly?
I can believe what happened to you, but I don't have to believe your details about when you found out about definitions of words as a 35-year-old woman or however old she is. Like it doesn't make sense to me that you just found out. And I feel like she's trying to tell you that because to name it on the timeline of when this happened was about the time that I said it to him, because I had just been told what it was. It all feels very timely.
That's why I'm asking this question, because I can't, it's not making sense to me, right? It's not, what happened to her is very clear. It's very up, and I'm very sorry it happened. That's not the part that doesn't make sense. What doesn't make sense is afterwards, you know, if you were in therapy. And so the only thought I could think of is maybe you just didn't want to accept that that's what happened to you, because that would have been too hard for you to walk around with. And so you were telling yourself it was something else.
But if she was already in therapy for it when she was in high school, and now she's back at therapy again for it and or other things, I don't know.
Right.
So,
Again,
like,
this is why it doesn't make,
yeah.
I'm just trying to, if I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, where it's
Yeah.
like, okay, you saw this therapist when this happened to you in high school or college, whenever it was, and that therapist said to you, I need you to know you were SA'd. She could say, I reject that. No, that's not what happened to me. I'm not a girl who that happens to, or whatever, you know, thing that you, I
Yeah.
can't imagine what happened, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so, but because, and this is where it gets really tricky to talk about, because as a viewer, I have a certain experience with this person.
Exactly.
I can't, it still is going to color how I see someone do anything, not just Janet, anyone. It took Lindsay years to get out of this space where every time I saw or heard her do something, I just always assumed the worst, or assumed that she was up to no good.
Yeah.
And because I have a different she's earned a different relationship with me as the viewer, for whatever
Yeah.
the hell that means, I now have a different color when I talk about her. And I just think this can come off so badly because it's not a character that, at least from myself and you, that we back even on a good day. And now she's telling us about this awful thing that happened to her that we all wish, I will not stop saying it, that this never happened to her. This is awful. And I believe everything she is saying about it. It's still like when she says, you know, I refuse to apologize to him. I just can't do that. That makes a lot of sense to me, that you
Yeah.
can't do that. However, you are in therapy. So I don't know if there's a way, because I'm imagining if you can't forgive him, right? Or not forgive him, or just be in a conversation about it. Like if it's triggering you this much, maybe this isn't the best place for you. Maybe if you can't have the conversation about it, like, and I'm not trying to be funny to say like, I don't like her on the show, get her off this way. I genuinely mean, if this is too much for you, then go and heal. You had a really horrible thing happen to you. It seems like she wants to,
Yeah. All of that.
yeah, like it just, sometimes we're talking about it, and I get it. It's your experience. You can talk about it however you want, whenever you want. But I felt when I was watching this scene that it seemed like this is something that could actually like break her. And is this the best use of her time then, being on this show and being around this, if it's that triggering? But then when I saw her at the dinner later, it was a very different energy around it. And I understand you can go in ebbs and flows. But then again, per my last email, then maybe this isn't the best place for you, Janet.
It's not, and it's honestly not the best place for any of us. Like to have to, when someone is walking this line like this, and you're making it where like you cornered a lot of people, Janet. It doesn't really matter. Like, it's like when you say something like this, there is nothing that most people can say that are living in 2026 that went through all of the time where like, you know, Time's Up came and the hashtag Me Too happened, and like, and it curbed a lot of motherfuckers. Thank God for it. A lot of people are also scared to even know how to talk about this, how to even react. I truly feel like these situations, like, thank you for sharing. I don't want to discount that. And even if I don't believe anything else you say, it's also easy for me to believe that this happened to you, because I'm going to tell you, it's happened to more people than not.
It's happened to me. It's happened to you. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
She
not
says that. She said that. Somebody said it. I think it was her later on, that this has happened to a bunch of women.
Right.
But this is not an uncommon thing. that's
Unfortunately, yeah.
Right.
Not at all.
Right. So even if I believe nothing else you say in life, I will believe this, because even if I'm just going off of statistics, most likely it happened to you. But
Yeah, but I think your point, if I'm hearing you clearly, is not that because it's happened to everyone that it makes it right. It discounts anything that you went through. But of course, I believe you.
Yeah.
Because I believe women. I believe people that are telling me that this happened to them.
But I'm also not a person that believes all women. I just want to say that right now, because I think that's a slippery slope, and I think you're causing more harm than good when you're just like have a blanket statement of I believe all women, because there are people in this
Of
world
course.
that just everything up for everyone else, and
You
it's a much smaller group than the larger group that it does happen
Of course.
to. But like, I think it's not a good idea to blanket
and
anything.
you can't speak in absolutes like that for
Yeah.
anything. Like, oh, this is, every boat that this factory makes is the most perfect boat. Okay, there might be one that gets screwed up on the line. Like, we just
Exactly.
can't have these grand sweeping statements.
A lot of good Apple products. This is on fire right now, and I just got it. I don't know why it's like burning my
I don't
hand
know
off.
why you haven't called. You clearly got a shit an iPad.
Yeah, maybe give him a call. But I just mean,
Yeah, maybe give them a call. Anyway,
but I think what you're saying is like, even though there's a lot of stuff I don't like about you, like I know that you are telling the truth.
I
about
do
that.
believe
Yes.
that happened to you. I just think that you are trying to compare apples to oranges, and I'm sorry. I've been trying to think of how I'm going to even go into this entire night. I will never believe that those two things are the same thing, because I've experienced that thing, and it ain't the fucking ass smack to your friend. Go get daddy a drink from your friend. That was their friend. And maybe some people might say, well, because he's my friend, it's even worse. I think your friend made a really fucking stupid decision one night, and I do not think that defines him. I think that Danny has mad fucking anger management issues, and I think that we can get off on the drinking. We can go on and on about the drinking because it exacerbates it. But this motherfucker needs to go to anger management therapy. And I don't know who hurt you, man. I like, clearly that doesn't come from nowhere. Like,
Totally.
This dude is fucking angry as hell and thinks like, no, fuck. Like, it doesn't matter what you say to him, true or not. Like, he's not going to take this shit from you. He goes into everything of like, I'm not going to take this shit from you, you know? And it's like, there are far smarter ways to go about this. And like, clearly you can't. The good thing about Danny is that there's help for that. For Janet, she needs to exorcism as far as I'm concerned. Like, I don't know. I just think that this bitch is a bad apple and it has nothing to do with what you went through. I can believe all of that, but I think that the way that you've played this entire thing is like a person who made a bad decision 2 years ago, made a choice to make this her thing. It did not play well. You suffered through it because the audience revolted against you. You have not decided to just go, oh, I'm just gonna like either act like that never happened or apologize for making something my business that like wasn't, because I just want to, even if you don't think like that's the right thing. There are some of us who just go, I don't have time for this, you know, and just want to move on. She just doubled and tripled and quadrupled down. And then finally, to me, it looks like she found an avenue out. And congratulations, you won this round, because by the end of this, Danny implodes. But like, I think you want your friends back. I'm here to tell you, you didn't get them back. So you didn't get out of this scot-free. You're in the same place, but now you've just got a whole new group of people that want this to see this guy burn. Fine. I just need her to know it did not lift her up at all. And this was, I think that this was shoddy. The whole thing was shoddy. And I think you make it worse for other women. And I don't like this rollout at all. It's very offensive. That's what I think. I don't even know why I started this rant. Because you asked me, you were talking about something and I went to add to it. And then now I don't even know what that started as.
It's okay.
My bad. See, my bad. That's how you do it.
I thought you had something to say.
Listen, I might look like a dumb guy, but I don't know if I'm going to dip my toe in this pond. I mean, I don't know what to say. I think I said most of what I had to say about this last week. I think it was weird. The only thing weird that I clocked was, and I guess you might have to do this as a producer, but when Lala and her two bikinis Lala came down, as soon as she sat down, she was nervous and stressed and breathing super fast and super like somebody tipped her off as to what was it. We need you to go down and talk to Janet. Here's what the scene's going to be. She came in tense and fully stressed out. And if you go back and watch it, as soon as she sits down, her chest is just firing. And then being a creep and looking at her jumps. I was looking at her bikinis. But yeah, so that was weird. I think, and then the face, her energy was off right away. So I think she obviously knew what was happening. And listen, I don't know, man. Nobody knows what happened to Janet because she wasn't specific.
I also thought that Lala had said something at the end of this that I briefly touched on earlier, that I really like Lala. Like, I would go out and she can get her mocktail, I'll get my cocktail, and I think I would have a rip-roaring time with this girl. She has had a very bad rookie season on this show for me. And when she said, even though your delivery was bad, your heart was in the right place, to me, that came off when you were saying, you know, you think someone tipped her off, she got down there, her heart was racing. I think she found herself in the position that we all found ourselves in when we started this episode, just being like, I don't want to get into this, not because I don't think it's a deserving topic to be expounded on. I absolutely do. I just don't want to piss off half of the lovely people in the audience with them thinking I'm one way or the other. I don't want anyone to ever be touched inappropriately. I believe what happened to Janet, it still doesn't make me like Janet, and it also colors everything that she's done is coloring the way I see her with this essay stuff or not. So, but it's what I said earlier, like nuance gets lost when it's a very hot topic like this.
Yeah.
And so I think Lala was sitting there just trying to be a good friend and receive this. And I think she was also very aware that this is on camera. We know this scene is not hitting the cutting room floor, and millions of people are going to be looking at, what did you say? How were you there for your friend? And I think she gave, I think she gave bad advice, not advice, but like, I think if I were sitting in there and Janet was my friend, I would say, one, do you think this is the best environment for you to be in if this is this triggering for you? Real talk. Two, I would say, you just said you brought your experience into what happened. I genuinely, with every fiber of my being, think if you sat down with Danny and told him this story and said, I have been in therapy and I realize that this is why I'm in this really bad loop with you, because your actions, whether what let's just not say the word right now, triggered an experience that I had. And because of that, I want to remove myself from this. And people are going to say, why should she have to leave the show? Whatever. I'm just saying, like, maybe you sit and talk to him. Maybe you don't have to remove yourself, but maybe there is room for a real conversation then between the two of you guys. And you can have someone else in the room so that whether it's a therapist, I don't think it would be helpful for either of your spouses to be there so that she can feel safe, because clearly she doesn't physically feel safe around him and she's allowed to not feel physically safe around him. But if she could bring that piece of truth to the conversation, as opposed to, I'm not backing down from what I said. It was SA. Don't be pissed at me because I said what you did. We're not getting anywhere with here. And when you had that moment of, I brought my experience into this and this is why I'm having this reaction, now I can at least, even though I'm still not like Team Janet, there's movement here. I can do something with this. I think you guys could make a little bit of headway here. And that's what I would have said to her as her friend, not your heart was in the right place, even though because that doesn't help. I just think that really cements her stance on this, and it doesn't help her get healing and move past this, and it's not going to help the situation go away. Does that make sense? Or
No, it makes a bajillion % sense, all of that. I don't even know, like, I've kind of came to it later on, but I was so disappointed in Lala because I have literally told everyone, no, you'll get it. You'll see what she's gonna do. She's gonna come in here and she's gonna clean shit up. She's very direct. Sometimes these things go on and on and on. It takes somebody like her to come in and be like, what are you doing with that? You know, and then it just is like, oh, now the thing's called out and it is what it is. What I have gathered after thinking about this scene all day and like how this went, and then to get to that last scene and to witness her on just a whole other level that I was like, oh God, I never knew ye. Like, I think that Lala has a big ego problem. And I think that she came here on a mission to do something, thinking I'm a pro. I'm going to have this tied up in 2.5. Janet, you're going to be all good as gold. And
you'll be buying a house in Palm Springs next to me and Sheena.
Yeah.
Even though she already has one.
Yeah. And I go back to that first time she tried to start addressing this shit with Nia, but came into it in this poor, sweet woman, but none of her words said, I'm here because I care about you. It all was like putting her on the spot to answer for her husband. And it just didn't go well because Nia ends up cracking by the end, because how could you not, after like you're just hit and every day expected to be able to pull up all the best reactions to things and all the best replies and whatever. And like, she's done a stellar job. And then she just had nothing left and it all fell apart by the end of this. And really everyone showed their ugliest or their weakest or their like, wow, you really have no self-control, or like, wow, you're getting off on this. Like there was facial reactions that I was tracking from everyone that I was like, this show has literally brought out the absolute worst in you. Like that would be my whole thing. At the end of this, it's like, is the money good enough to continue on in this thing? Because you are forever changed by every experience that you have. Like, and if you're having them over and over and over again, like you become numb to things that like you never wanted to be numb to this. But like if you stay and you keep having these fights about these horrible things, like I don't know, it's just it's not great. You would really have to say like how much do I need this money, or could I do something else that would make, like, how do I transition out of this? Anyways, I think that I had said, I'm like, I saw Lala basically go, oh, that did not go the way that I wanted it to, several episodes ago. And I think that she has gotten hooked on this thing that she said she could do and straighten it all out. And I think that she lost sight of who she really is. And I also think that Janet, it's one of those things like Janet has real demons. And I think that she dragged her fucking friend into this. And I just like, listen, the editors have they're going to call the shots in the way that this entire story ends up playing out. You know, like you can draw it however you want. And I'm not saying that it wouldn't be real, but I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, it's the edit that's going to decide who wins and loses in this. And so I don't know what they want, what's best for the show, what's best for this season, what sets them up for a great redemption arc next season. I don't know, but like this may not turn out like, I don't know if this juice is worth the squeeze that you just squeezed.
We currently have like an inmates running the asylum situation on this show. Yeah. However, we do get into something lovely next. We go back to the boat. This is where Zach hits his head, which was kind of lols. Not kind of, total lols. It's a liability to be tall sometimes.
He's actually said, I don't know if it was in the after show or an interview, he said, I don't understand how this happens. Like, are there no 6'5" dudes in Mexico? And I started to think about it, and I'm like, I don't know if there is a surplus of 6'5".
No, definitely not. There aren't a surplus of 6'5" guys anywhere, but specifically in Mexico, I would gamble. Okay, so Tom is still dying of his hangover seasickness. They see some dolphins, and then Michelle asks Lacey, "Are you enjoying your trip?" And they get into a really lovely conversation.
It was so quick, though.
I wanted more from it, 1,000%.
Yeah, and just like it's like they just should have stayed on that longer, just to like help me like feel it was more natural. Like just because just the way that it was just like an in and out just felt like such a beat, like a mark that they had to hit. And even though I loved the guts of it. But like, how do you have that? It was a turnaround of like 30 seconds.
This episode made me realize something that I've been thinking the last few weeks of watching these Bravo shows that we do, but I haven't haven't really been able to figure out what this thing that's in my head. And this episode, it clicked. They're stealing like some Love Island shit and Bachelor shit. Everybody needs to pull each other for a chat. Can I pull you for a chat?
Oh, yeah.
Can I pull you for a chat?
They've been doing that for a minute. It's very
but not
funny.
so obvious. Like on this show, you mean? It seems so much more obvious the last week or so.
I feel like it's on a lot of the shows recently. Like, to your point.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but it doesn't seem like natural conversations are happening. I get they're on a boat, but like even online, like it just doesn't feel like these are natural conversations that are happening. It feels like pull you for a chat conversations, which we don't do. I've never pulled Courtney for a chat. I've never pulled this one for a chat.
Word.
Yeah, no,
That's got really something against chat.
There's just some words that
we're
I'm
just
like,
gonna talk.
chat, shut the up.
Oh,
It's still a little steamy this
Like,
one.
why don't you just say, hey, can I talk to you? I need to talk to you. Can I talk to you? I need to talk to you. Can I talk to you? Like, come on. We don't need to. A little chat when you want to annihilate me. like it just is. It's false advertisement.
What if I don't want to annihilate you? What if I just want to chat?
Most of the time, you want to put me in a spot where I have to defend myself on these shows. Not me. I'm not on this show, but like it. Most of the time, it's to confront something. You know, one time I was watching Nick Viall and Tamara Judge said, I don't get why everyone's so pissy. This show, The Housewives, is all about conflict resolution. And I remember taking that and thinking, like, that's hilarious. No, bitch. Like, it should be about friends. It should be about people that are out there doing shit together with similar interests and lives.
Interesting people doing interesting things.
Yeah.
From jump. That was all the Real World, like all of the PBS, Real American Family, or whatever the original.
that was so good.
That may not be interesting people doing interesting things, but that was a different type of situation. But from Real World on, interesting people doing interesting things. That's it. That's all we're here for. That's the formula. Don't it up. Don't change it. You can add a little spice. What are the people? They're rich housewives. Oh, that's cool. What do? They do rich housewife shit. I love that.
Yeah.
What do these people do? Oh, they are friends with a share house in the Hamptons. Oh, hell yeah. Bikinis? Tons. Love that. What do these people do? These are 40-year-old men who think they're 17 and they live in Charleston.
Yeah.
Love that. Love that. Hot chicks? Tons of them.
Yeah.
Like these interesting people doing interesting things.
No, that's
it's
what
now
I
gone
think too,
to psychotic people living their psychotic, toxic lives. That's the new formula.
You know, also, there's something about this group of people because it really does amass, like there is a diverse group here from their backgrounds, but it's not actually diverse at all now because they're basically all the same person in some fashion. And in that fashion I speak of is the the reason that nobody wants to be Angelina, like it's like when people from the other
Angelina
states.
from LA?
Who's Angelina?
Yeah, an Angelino.
Oh, Angelino. I thought you said nobody wants to be Angelina.
Like I meant like an Angel. Like I was
An
just meaning the
Angelino.
girl version of it.
Oh, I got
like,
it. Okay,
it's-
sorry.
It's
So
just
also,
like
who's Angelina? Psh, show some damn respect.
Angelina from the Jersey Shore.
No, Angelina from LA with the pink Corvette.
No, isn't that Angeline?
I think that's oh, you might be right.
Yeah.
And I don't actually even mean that nobody wants to live here. Still, a lot of people do.
I
But-
do.
But this is the reason. This is the thing that people in other states are able to be like, everyone's horrible there. I would like. They are. This is the show. This show is the featured crew of people that like. Nobody wants this, you know. Like I don't want to end up like any of these people on this
This
show.
is not representative of the Valley. That was my first note in episode 1. We just kind of skipped past it. Like I would have just jumped into it talking about donuts, which honestly we should go back to talking about donuts. But my first note was like, FYI, this is not the Valley. The Valley is girls with funny accents and dumb dudes. Like that's the Valley, right? We all know it. Gag me with a spoon, like totally. That's the Valley, just some
Well, that
silly
was.
little
I don't
place.
Now the
really-
Valley
I
is my
wish it
girlfriend
was.
Melanie. That's projection disclaimer. She was born and raised in the Val.
Yeah, so is Stephanie.
Yeah. Two great women
Like
that I
I
love from
said.
the Valley.
But like that's the Valley. It's not this. It's not this like hellscape on
No, you
earth
know,
where families go to die.
Rising house costs is what brought us this because these people are supposed to be on this side of the hill and the like the normal people like that have like the values and the family and the whatever like they're supposed to be buying their homes with the nice neighborhood and the good
Dude.
community and the good school system
That
but now
is-
all these assholes are too broke to stay on this side of the hill.
I'm not even kidding. That is the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. That is 100% true. After COVID, Natalie and I went on, as we all did, the service industry went to shit. And I spent way too much time like obsessing about why. Like, how did it? We're back. Like, everything's back. How is where? Like, hey, let's go get the shit together.
Yeah.
What happened? It went from like this is great to this is non-existent.
Yeah.
And there's a restaurant in LA. They've got a couple of them called Mastro's. It's a steakhouse. It's expensive. It's the kind of place you go once a year, twice a year. Fancy place. It's our favorite. Used to be our favorite place.
Yeah, we went way more than once or twice a year, and it's why we were in so much debt.
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah, no, totally. We're a little irresponsible, but that being said, it was that good, and the service was it was just like a perfect place. Everything about it was perfect. We've all been there a bazillion times. Like
Almost like weird. Almost like
Weird.
what is
Yeah,
this?
this
place?
isn't
How
real.
is this perfection every
What
single
is that
time?
butter cake that we would
Butter
get at
cake.
the
Fucking
Yeah.
kidding
that
me.
was it.
there is
Butter
there is
cake.
actual heroin
Yeah.
in that
100%.
cake.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
never I am one of those people who are like, no, I just want to bite. Like before we started the show, Mike has his Daily Debbie's, you know, the little Debbie's.
Little Debbie's.
And there's 2 Debbies in the Daily Debbie, so and he has both of them. And I wanted to have a Debbie. I've never
It's a
actually
daily double.
Yes, Daily Debbie
Daily
double.
Debbie is 2 sticks is 1 Daily Debbie.
Yes. But I'm not a give it all to me kind of. Well,
Yeah.
I am a give it all to me kind of gal, just
I
not with
heard.
Debbie.
Yeah.
And so at any rate, I had half of it, and I said to Mike, "Oh, do you want the other half? Because I don't need the whole thing." I get in front of that cake. I'm like, "F- you, you.
Yeah.
1 fork. I'll take it all here.
Yeah.
They can fend for
That's
themselves.
100%.
That shit is.
And it's not a personal cake. It's a fucking
it's
cake. Like
it's
a
the
cake.
size of my
Yeah.
emotional support water bottle.
And there's about that much butter in it.
Yeah, they
Hence
put this
the
much
name.
butter on top
Yeah.
of the cake, and it's the best thing you've ever had in your life.
No, it's amazing. So I think what you said, I think that's what happened in the service industry is these people who weren't service people and they were just snooty enough to not have to be service people. Nothing wrong with they're
Way better job than some junior fucking manager.
Yeah,
position.
like
Let
you
me tell
manage-
you, I would go
yeah,
back and be
junior
a server
marketing
a
guy,
million
you
times
fucking
over before
suck.
I went and got a corporate job.
well that, and we were like, do we need to get back in the service game? Because like we need to save the industry, right? Because that's what we both did before we became big podcast Hollywood stars. Anyway, so
In our early 20s.
yeah, exactly.
So it wasn't before we became podcasts.
Well, technically it was.
But you're still in your 20s.
Point
That's true.
being,
So am I, and I
Yeah.
waited tables for 5 years.
so is Danny apparently.
Yeah,
At
29.
point being, I think that's a good ass.
Okay,
That's
so
good
can we
ass
get back to the Lacey and
realization.
Michelle
Really
talk?
is.
As riveting as this
The
analogy
assholes are supposed
is.
to be here.
What?
The assholes are supposed to be on this side
Oh,
of town.
yeah. Yeah, we're the assholes.
Yeah, no.
They're not
Yeah,
supposed to be over
this
there.
town isn't big enough for all those
Yeah,
We
assholes.
talked
that's
about that.
That's a family show over there.
No, we
They
did. We
really learned it.
literally the first episode that we did of this show, I think was last season, right? We didn't do season 1 of this show, did we? So we opened with an explanation of the valley and like this side of the hill is for kids who like to party. And when you're done partying and you met your person at the club and you want to go have kids and stop being a kid and be married, then you move to the valley because it's affordable, it's nice. That's where the families live, and the party kids are over here. And you're done partying. You grew up. That's what the valley is. And now Natalie nailed it. Now it's too expensive over here, and so the dumbass party kids are making their way to the valley
Now it's washed up reality stars.
and ruining everything. That's horrible. It's reverse gentrification.
Okay, so Lacey and Michelle are talking. We should cut, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So like, subscribe, hype, tell a friend, and meet us over at part 2.
Yeah. Love you. Bye.
Bye. You know what? I gotta go get more of ice pops.
We have.
What do you got?
I have like the old school ice pops.